my people, Diamond has really been busy. So you all know that Diamond did an interview with Angela Yee, and he talked about a lot of things, okay? He touched on his kids. You all know that Diamond have 3 baby mamas and, of course, 4 children. 2 whom he sired with Zari, 1 with Tanasha, and another one with Hamisa, whom he's been questioning for a while, despite a DNA being done in the past. So what happened is, okay, before Zuchu, Diamond had exes, right? And almost all the exes, when the breakup was happening, they were saying that Diamond Platnumz's family, especially the mother, is too controlling, and that's why the relationship will not work, okay? Let me remove Zuchu and Mama Dangote off of this. Hold on. So now we remained with 3 baby mamas, okay? So Zari and Diamond Platnumz, because Zari was the first baby mama, right? Diamond and Zari started dating, and shortly Zari got pregnant, you know. It brought this big fiasco because Diamond dated a lot of women in the past, include Wema, whom, you know, could not conceive. And when Zari dated Diamond for, you know, not so long, and Zari got pregnant, they said that Diamond cannot get a woman pregnant. They needed a DNA test. A lot of celebrities, honey, were not even hiding the fact that they did not like Zari. They wanted a DNA test to be done. Diamond said, I ain't doing no DNA test. But later on, the DNA test was done, and it was revealed that Zari's firstborn, Tifa, belonged to Diamond Platnumz. I hope that you guys are following. So around this time, Diamond started creeping with Hamisa, even though I'm hearing that Hamisa was there before Zari. And that's why Hamisa was always, you know, in the back burner with Diamond. Diamond always, you know, promised that he will reveal the relationship, but he never did. You know, Hamisa, you know, was not happy with the fact that Diamond kept on, you know, hiding their relationship. At some point, she leaked some videos of her and Diamond Platnumz, you know, just talking, kissing, whatever, in bed. So with that being said, Diamond, of course, kept coming out to say that he only loves Zari, he's with Zari, etc. Hamisa came out that she's pregnant. Of course, you know, Diamond had already went back with Zari. And Diamond gave birth to their second born called Nilan with Zari. But shortly, because Diamond was still creeping around with Hamisa got pregnant, and they welcomed a baby boy named Dylan, right? And Diamond started, you know, at first he was cool, you know, with Dylan being there, but then Diamond started asking for the DNA test, which I'm hearing was done. But because, you know, there were some things that happened, Diamond don't believe in that DNA test. He started slowly denying Hamisa's baby, right? Diamond, again, after breaking up with Zari because Zari could not take his cheating ass, Diamond decided to get with a Kenyan girl named Tanasha. They had a beautiful boy, copyright of Diamond Platnumz, called Nasib Jr. Okay, Diamond's real name is Nasib, right? And that is his junior. And with that one, he's not denying. But there was some question in regards to, again, Zari's youngest son, okay, called Nilan. Because there were some people who are saying that that boy belongs to Zari's ex-husband, because around the time that Zari was dating Diamond, they were in a long-distance relationship where Zari was still living in South Africa and Zari's ex-husband was still alive. Same with Tifa, when, you know, Tifa, you know, was because Zari got pregnant with Tifa. Some people are saying it belongs to the husband. So I hope that you guys are following. So when Diamond did an interview, he talked about a lot of things. Let's start from here, first of all.
How does that affect you when you think about your kids, too, and being like the father that you are and being present in all your kids' lives the way that you are?
Well, first of all, I know I have kids, but I also know there's some are not my kids.
What?
Here's my thing, right? I don't know if Diamond is still paying child support, because some time back, Hamisa had taken Diamond to child's services, right? And Diamond was supposed to pay Amisa a certain amount of money every month. But since Diamond went on his radio station, did an interview, and denied Mr. Mobeto's baby, a lot of people thought that, maybe Amisa moved on, because Amisa also deleted Diamond on the father of the kid on Instagram. And now the Diamond is saying that I'm paying child support for the kids that I know for sure are not mine. It makes me feel like, does this mean that Diamond is still paying child support for the child that belongs to Hamisa or not? Let's continue.
Yeah. But I don't want to argue with the mother and all that, but I take care of all of them.
Mm-hmm. But you have 5, right?
The kids.
Okay.
4 to 5, if not 5, 4, 5 or 6. As I say, like, these things sometimes can get crazy.
Right.
And I take care of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I really try my level best to make sure that I take good care of them. But sometimes you can just tell, like...
Okay, Diamond went as far as to say, when, of course, Angela Yee said that because Diamond has stated in the past that he have like 5 children, that this... tell us a little bit, like, what do you mean by, you have kids that you don't know, for a fact that are not yours, but you keep taking care of it. Can you talk a little bit more about that? And he said that he doesn't like to argue. He's just taking care of these kids regardless. But 4, because Diamond has stated in the past that he have like 5 children. And the ones that we know are 4 or 3, because he denied one that he had with Amisa. And according to him, he doesn't have a problem taking care of these kids. But I'm like, if you're gonna take care of a child, why don't you just keep it shush? Just answer. It's not like Angela Yee know much about East Africa that he was gonna ask you specific questions. I feel like Diamond was just being messy at that point into trying to antagonize Amisa Mobeto's son to yet again being trolled. You know what I'm saying?
Say, like, trust me.
Why not find out then?
Yeah, I did one DNA in Tanzania, and...
So you know already? Okay.
Complicated. Me, I'm very cool with all my babies.
What? Anyway, so Diamond goes ahead and say, when Angela Yee asked him, of course, why don't you just go and find out? And he said that he did one DNA in Tanzania, but it's complicated. The DNA that he's talking about is the one that he had with Hamisa Mobeto, of where, of course, you all know that, Harmonize came up with, oh, the baby is mine, the baby is not mine, and whatever happened. I'm sure if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've talked about how Diamond came to start doubting if Amisa Mobeto's kid really belongs to him. But according to Diamond Platnumz, he's saying it's complicated. But I'm like, why bring it up anyway? Why don't you just say, yeah, I have children and I take care of them and and just keep Amisa Mobeto's kid's name off your mouth? Personally, I feel like it's doing more harm than good, because now the Diamond is talking about it. And this is something that I talked about at least 3-4 years ago, when I told you that this kid will forever be bullied as long as Amisa and Diamond don't set the record straight and do what needed to be done. Because I remember at some point Amisa kept on saying she ain't going to do no DNA test. But Amisa's Mobeto's defendant, Bestie Mangi, came out to, basically beg Amisa and tell her that you need to put this thing to rest, because this was happy wherever they want to trend, they'll be bringing up these stories, you know what I'm saying? And Amisa accepted. Okay, Amisa accepted that she's going to do it, but I don't know what happened after that, if there's a follow-up or not, because Diamond has also, I'm hearing allegedly, always claimed that he wants the DNA to be done outside the country because he doesn't believe in Tanzanian systems. And I'm like, looking at how things are going, you could tell that Diamond have, a voice in TZ, and it's not like, oh, it's only Amisa. Diamond literally hanging out with the president, always on the president function and whatnot, and his people are in the government. You know what I'm saying? His own manager is member of parliament. So you can't tell me that Diamond is afraid. I feel like it's just, there's something just we are not being told. Basically, that is all I have to say. But Diamond need to just keep Dylan's name off of his mouth, because now it's opened doors for even more bullying. And this is something that I've talked about in the past. But anyway, it is what it is. Amisa haven't said anything. I'll go back to Perus and come back with more tea. Anyway, keep it classy. Let me see you in my next one.